Hi everyone, and welcome to part 15 of Let's Build New York Brownstones. So before we really get into the furnishing this part, I wanted to show a few things that I did ahead of time. As you can see, we have these half walls separating the outdoor living areas because Andrea, Marie, Sophia, and Victoria all suggested that. And then Lise and Rain also suggested adding some dog toys to the yard. So we just have a few random toys strewn about in the yard here. And then in the apartment, I stuck this random hamburger toy on the floor because I thought that was kind of cute and worked really well. And that was it. So now we can get into the furnishing. And my goal for this part is to finish this apartment here. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. That might be a little over optimistic, but we'll see. So we're going to start here with the entry area. And what I was thinking we could do to split up the space a little bit is to actually put a hall closet in here. Because I haven't been able to put any closets in any of these buildings so far, so I thought this would be a good space. You know, it'd be some useful extra storage for this apartment, especially since we're not going to be able to fit any closets here into the actual bedroom. So we're, of course, going to use this one because this is the only one that's going to fit into this space. So I'm feeling this color. And then this area in here can just be some tables, maybe a coat rack. So let's go ahead and get that. Here it is. Okay, so that can go here. And then we can have a nice entryway table and then maybe a plant or something like that. So I'm thinking we can use this one. This is always a really nice one for these kinds of areas. And then we'll just throw a mirror above it. Yeah, I like that color for it. Okay, so this can come over here. And then this can go right here. And I'm thinking over in the side we can fit a plant. So there was that one that came with, I think it was Get to Work. That's a little bit smaller than this one. So this fits really nicely into this space. And this is also one that I don't really use a ton. So actually, let's go with this. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better. And then we'll figure out a mirror to go above here. So I'm thinking the one from Parenthood that's a little bit longer might look good. Yeah, I think this swatch of it. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. Okay, so we can go with that and get a look at that. Actually, I'm not really feeling that. I think that's not quite elegant enough for what I wanted to go for with this apartment. We also have this one if we wanted to go for more of an Art Deco influence look, which was suggested by Lise, and I am all for that because, you know, after my last speed build, I am definitely into the Art Deco interior style right now. So we'll have that mirror there. I think that looks really nice and, you know, kind of ties in with this plant pretty well. And then we can have a nice lamp on the table and then maybe some other decorations. Like, I want things to feel very high-end and luxurious, you know, like they just like to have this place that looks really nice, kind of decadent almost. So we're gonna go down here to these nicer lamps. So this one's a good option, or this one, which for some weird reason does not snap onto surfaces. I don't know what it is with this lamp, but I do really like it. This one, that's more of a desk lamp than a table lamp. So I think I'm gonna go for this one, and then we're gonna grab that one shelf and then snap it up to that so we can get it to the right height. Yeah, I don't know what it is with this lamp. Like, some things don't snap to surfaces I don't think they should. Or some items don't snap to surfaces that I think they should. So that can go right here. And I think that swatch of it's pretty good. We'll just keep this out in case we need it. And let's find something that, like, maybe some kind of statue. Like, there was that bust statue. I think that feels like something that would fit in here perfectly. So where was that? Yeah, this thing. Like, this definitely feels like some high-end piece of work. Although this, I think, will actually, yeah, this will actually snap to this. So we don't really need that for that. But that's fine. So we'll move this over this way a little bit. And then in the center, I'm thinking we need something else. Like, maybe a nice flower decoration, like a fancy vase. I know we have this plant here, but, oh, this. Yeah, that feels like a nice fancy foyer type decoration. Okay, so we're actually going to center that under the mirror a little bit better. And then adjust this stuff some. So I feel like that's about all, like, that's about it that we need here. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right, so let's figure out some kind of rug to go in here. Like, we need some kind of nice runner rug. So do we have anything in this that'll work well? That could look kind of nice. Or this. I kind of like this. Yeah, okay. And other than that, I think we just need maybe a painting in here, or do we? Yeah, there's not really a lot of wall space, and this paneling is pretty detailed, so I feel like that's actually it that we need for the foyer. So moving on to the kitchen, Martin did suggest that we use mirrored backsplash in here as well, just because they said that they saw the kitchen as something that was maybe a little bit newer. So rather than trying to put in a different wallpaper back here, it may work better to just put a mirrored backsplash. That way we get to keep the look of the paneling. And I agree that I think that would look a little bit better, because that was something I was worrying about with this apartment, because I was just like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to get it to look right if I put in some other kind of wallpaper behind here? So this is something that definitely fixes that problem, and I think adds a nice high-end luxury look to this kitchen. So let's get that all behind here. And then I guess we don't really need one behind the fridge, but we'll just throw it back here anyway. Oh, and another suggestion was that Sophia said to add an end counter next to the stove. And that will also help with giving us more space in the dining room. So I think we use this one here. So we'll throw that in. We could use this for the trash can. Yeah, that works perfectly. And then we're just going to go ahead and get the smaller end counter right here. So we want this. Wait, no, we want... Not that. We want this. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, although these cabinets, they're always such huge pains in the butt, because they're just difficult to kind of get where you want them. I think that's it, though. Yeah, so then we're going to take this and move this over like so. And then that could come out a little bit, just so it doesn't look like the controls are clipping through. And then this can come down this way a little bit. Yeah, this I think does work better than putting a separate kind of backsplash in here. I do like it. Okay, so that'll come over like that. And I know we stuck one behind here, so that'll move over this way. Yeah, I think that. The only problem is you get this going on here, but... if you ignore that, it does look pretty good. Before we forget, let's get that trash can over here next to this counter. So we'll throw this one in, and I think I'll go with black for it, just to add a little bit more contrast. And then something else that was brought up was JK said that they thought, they could imagine the sim as being really into high-end wines, and said that I should try to incorporate the wine cooler somewhere in this kitchen. So I'm thinking this spot over here would be really good for that. So let's sort by, what was it, dine out? And then find that. So that's going to be here somewhere in decorations. There it is. Yeah, that looks so good right there. And I think that works. It's a little bulky, but we might be able to kind of shove it into the wall a little bit, just enough that it doesn't pop through the other side, just so it looks more shallow. And there we go. We got that popping through. I think that's good. I don't know. Maybe that looks a little bit weird in here. But I think I'm just going to leave it in for now, and we can work with it. Because I did like the idea of that being there. So now I want to move on to actually adding some detail to this kitchen, getting all the things in that we're going to need. So we already got a dishwasher. We don't need to worry about that. I want to use the most high-end microwave, so we'll just plop that over here. And I guess we'll have this be our free counter. Yeah, I think that'll work pretty well. So right here is where I'm going to put the utensils and spice rack and some other things like that. So I'm going to go with this one. And then we can change it to this swatch of it. It's at least a little different than what I normally use. And then next I want to go ahead and get a spice rack. So I'm thinking that little more metal one. So which one was, I think it was this one? No, I always mix up which one it is. Okay, so I think it was this one. Yeah, there it is. That fits in really well with the look of this kitchen. So that's going to be all we have over here. And I'm wanting to keep this kitchen a little bit neater. And over here, we're just going to get the paper towel dispenser and the soap bottle. And I think I'm going to just skip the whole dish drying rack thing. And then we'll go here to grab the soap. Now I'm thinking for this, we'll go with the white swatch. And then we'll add some other things, like maybe a nice flower over here in this corner. And apart from that, I think that's going to be it that I have out on the counter. Because I think this being more minimal works. Alright, so for the plant, I wanted to use, where was it? This one? I just really like this one, especially in this swatch. So I'll see how it looks with just this stuff. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. I'm kind of feeling like we don't really need much else. Perhaps we could get a shelf up here and then put some books on it, because I think we need something else to fill in that space. So having some cookbooks would definitely be a really good way to do that. So we'll just have this one there. And I don't think there's going to be... I mean, this swatch isn't perfect, but... I mean, it kind of works. And I'm assuming we're going to need this. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't selecting. We're just going to keep this up because I'm assuming we're going to need that. And let's find those book decorations. We have this one here, which I think will work out pretty well. So I want to get it to... Oh, right. We're going to have that whole issue with it trying to snap to the counter. So we'll just get that out of the way. And then I also see that chili pepper decoration, this thing here. So I'm thinking if we size that down and then put it here, that could look pretty good as well. And we could also get a salt and pepper shaker and then maybe some other spices here. I like, not this swatch, I like this swatch of it. Yeah, so let's sort by, what was it, Cool Kitchen stuff to get that salt and pepper shaker and see what other things we can get. And we'll definitely size these down because I feel like these are just massive salt and pepper shakers. I have not seen many that are that big. So that can go maybe right here like this. And actually, because I think we kind of did the salt and pepper shaker and spice thing downstairs. So I want to do something different up here. So we'll figure out some other things to put up here in the space. Like maybe another plant. Or we could stick that one lemon decoration. Like that one, it was like a container of lemons or something like that. Yeah, this thing here. That's maybe a weird spot for lemons, but it kind of works. I like it. I'm digging it. And then we need just one more thing in here. So what would fit? I think I'm just going to go here to kitchen and then look through this to kind of get some, or wait, no, this. Just to get some inspiration to find some things that might work. We do have this bread box item though. So let's put this somewhere. You know, maybe we could kind of arrange this into this corner with this plant. And I'm really liking that swatch of it. So the plant could come over. Okay, so I think we want to have the bread box all the way in the corner. And then the plant could come out a little bit more, like maybe closer to the microwave or something like that. So that can go, okay, let's move that out of the way. Right there, I'm thinking. That should be fine. Yeah, I think it works. Let's get a look at that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so back to figuring out one last thing to go here. Like, what's gonna work? Oh, what about the tea kettle item? Like that old tea kettle? Was that like the raw tea kettle or raw antique teapot? That was it. Yeah, that should... Oh, yeah, that looks like it's going to fit in there really well. Perfect. Okay, so let's just turn it this way. I think that... yeah, let's move it over a little bit. Okay, we're having issues with this thing. Okay, so you can come out there. But yeah, I think that is perfect for filling in that space. Like, I was just about to go, like, you know what, screw it. We're just going to add some more spices in. And then I remembered that thing. So that is great. And it goes so well with this apartment. So let's just put everything back. And I think that's going to be it for this kitchen. Although maybe we should get some floor mats here, like one in front of the sink and one in front of the stove here. Okay, but that is good for up there. And for the mat, I'm thinking this one in this swatch. Yeah, that looks really good with everything. Okay, so you can go there. And do we need another one? Okay, maybe we just have one in front of the stove. And okay, we can get a look at that. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm not 100% sure of the mirrors though, but I'm just gonna leave those for now. And then, I mean, maybe next time we can go in and change that. But I'm gonna move on from the kitchen. So we're gonna go over here into this area. And last time I was saying how I wanted to have a 2x1 table in here, and I was like, oh, we don't have enough space. But a few of you did point out to me that you can have a 2x1 table and then just put 4 chairs around it and it'll be fine. So that is what we're going to do, just to make sure Sims get through perfectly fine. So I'm going to grab the 2x1 version of that table that we just got rid of, this one. And then this can come down this way a little bit more. Yeah, the space, like this isn't really the most spacious area, but let's find some really nice chairs to go with that. I'm kind of liking this chair here, so let's just put 4 of these out and see how it looks. Because, I mean, I think once we get some lighting above this, it'll look a little bit better. Because right now it's feeling kind of dark in here. So we could go with this one. That one could be pretty good. There's also the chandelier that came with vampires. I don't know about that. I think this one was actually a little bit better. There we go. I mean, that helped a little bit. The thing is, like, maybe it's just the mere backsplashes throwing this off. I'm not sure. Maybe it's one of those things where I need to just do a little bit more furnishing and then it'll really start to come together. But I'm liking that color for it. And let's figure out some kind of nice decoration to go in the middle here, like some kind of really nice plant. So there were some nicer kind of fancy vases. Yeah, this thing here I think will work really well. So there is this yellow swatch. That I think looks pretty good. I'm still just not sure about this mirrored backsplash here. Okay, but we'll go with that. And then figure out a smaller rug to go under it. So I want to try this rug here. It's a little small though. I think we need to go with something more square. Like there was the Get Famous rug that I think is about the size we want. It might need to be sized down a little bit, but that one I think could work. Yeah, so let's try this. Okay, so that's about the same size as that one when you size it down. But we'll give it a go. So I don't think we've used this in this build yet. And it does have some good swatches. So like these nicer ones, like these, not this one. Where was it? There were some swirlier ones like this that I think looks really good. Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to go with a black and white theme in here. And Martin suggested using that fake fireplace item in here. So I want to see if we can fit that in. Would that be with the regular fireplaces? Yeah, there it is. My only concern is that's going to cause some routing issues. We can see though. I mean, we can kind of tuck it in here a little bit. Is it popping through the other side? No, looks good. And we'll see. Okay, yeah, I think that looks fine from this angle. Okay, and then we can just get a nice mirror above that. And that should be good. Okay, so we haven't used... No, not that one. I think we need something a little bit bigger. Like, what about this one? Or instead of a mirror, it might work better to put some artwork up since we are going for an art thief type apartment. So, you know, they'd want to have some nice artwork out and about in their apartment. So let's go down here to the most expensive one. So this one's an option. Or we have... Oh, where was it? There was this one. It was like this one here. Like, if we size this down... I think, I don't know about that. So maybe this one. So I'm thinking that sort of that could look pretty good. Or we could go with one like this. Yeah, I think that kind of fits in there a little bit better. I like that. Okay, so let's go with that swatch. And if I remember correctly, there was a wall decoration item from, I believe, Get Together that actually fits really nicely. Yeah, this thing here, like this fits really nicely into this fireplace space if you want to make it look like it's covered up. I'm thinking that's the best swatch for it, so, or we could use this one. Yeah, we'll stick with that. I'm kind of thinking that maybe a mirror was better there after all. So we'll take this and we'll put this over here above the TV and then figure out a mirror for up here. I mean, we could always go with the one we had there before or this one if we raise it up a little bit. But I don't know. I mean, I think the thing that's making the mirror not look great is all the mirror backsplash that we have in there. But I kind of like the look of this one. And, you know, maybe we should just go with a more modern looking painting from above there. Like something that's nice, but still more modern. So there was the one painting that came with cats and dogs that had some swatches for it that I found work really well for this kind of a thing. So we could have two panels of this one, like using this pattern on it. I think that actually looks really good because, I mean, I want this to look elegant, but I want it to just have that feeling of being kind of modern. And I think this works a little bit better for what we're going with in that nicer, more stuffy painting. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so we got that done. I think that's it for this area down here, although perhaps we could use a big old painting over here, and then I'm kind of concerned about routing is the only thing. So I think we have to keep the table where it is, and hopefully Sims can get through. Like, I'm sure there's going to be some adjustments that need to be made to this apartment. What about this thing? Because I know this did have a black frame for it. Like this thing, like this one here. I mean, that kind of works, you know. It's getting a little more traditional, but I like it. And I feel like we should do something above here. We could put that one wine decoration item on top of it, because that kind of goes with the theme. So maybe that and a plant. Yeah, I was thinking this thing here. Okay, so we're of course going to need that one shelf to get that up there. And yeah, like I was saying, maybe a plant to go with that, but I think this definitely kind of goes with the whole wine thing. Okay, so we'll put that up there. And maybe not a plant. Maybe we'll just leave it as this. Yeah, we'll go with that. Over here, what are we going to do with the couch? Because I'm not really sure about this couch anymore. So what if we actually use this one here? Although that one feels a little bit bigger. We could use the green swatch of that other couch and maybe that would look good. Yeah, that's a potential option. I just think the cream color was kind of blending in a little bit too much. Another option is that we could use this couch here, because I think that swatch of it could be good. So let's give that a go. Yeah, I'm just worrying that the space is just all too cramped. And then I don't think there was a matching love seat for this. Oh, we do have this. So that's another option. Like, instead of having a 3-seater couch, we could have 2 of these. Or just 1 of these and a chair. But I don't know. I kind of like the look of this more. So what if we had this and then this love seat over here? But something that we do need over here is the curtains. So I wanted to try the ones from Seasons, just in the regular old white swatch. So my only worry though is that I won't be able to fit them in over here without it clipping through the walls. Yeah, we've got that going on. So that's always an issue in these diagonal spots like that. I mean, we could just maybe skip them there. Or another option is that we can use the ones that came with vintage glamour stuff. Yeah, these are actually really nice. So we could have them like this over here on these walls. But I want to try to see if I can move them over just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to actually take this over here and try to get this more so on the outer part of that wall. Okay, then you'll come over here. And we can just do the same here. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So we can either keep it in black or go with the white swatch of it. So let's see how that looks. I mean, I'm thinking the black maybe had a little bit more contrast. But that's too dark though. I'm thinking that this whole fireplace situation over here is making things feel a little bit crowded. So I'm going to get rid of that. And Jay also suggested that we add some full bookcases into this apartment. And we haven't done that yet. And I don't think there's going to be much more areas where we can add a bookcase. So what we can do instead is add that full wall bookcase in that's a little bit thinner. This one here, yeah, that definitely is set back more from the table. So that does give a little bit more space here. I think that also looks a little bit better. So we'll put in one of those right here across from the table. And perhaps go for the swatch of it. Yeah, that definitely looks a bit better. I mean, it's still kind of crowded. Maybe that color of it. I like the brown more because it does brighten up the space somewhat, but I see that we need to pull it back out a little bit because I want to make sure. Okay, there we go. We can see the shelves. All right, that helps. So back over here, we do need a light. So I wanted to try to put one in maybe in this corner because we don't have a space for an end table with a lamp on it. So what about this one? That one works pretty well. We did also have the one from Cats and Dogs. Yeah, I think I like this one a little bit more. So we do have this swatch. Like, this is one that I don't normally use, but maybe we should go with something with a little bit more. Yeah, I think that looks better. Like, just something to bring some more warmth into this area, because right now it's just feeling a little bit cold in here with this color scheme. And I mean, we could always go with one of these other swatches of this couch to add more color in, but I don't want to go with something that's super over the top. And I feel like a lot of these other ones do get into that territory. So we'll stick with this one. And then the last things, or some of the last things we need to figure out for here are the coffee table and the rug. So let's just figure out what we're going to use. We do have the one from Get Famous here that matches this. So that's an option. Or if we want to switch it up a little bit, we can go with the Vintage Glamour Stuff one. So I think this does have some swatches that would work pretty well like this. Like, I just want something to, you know, make the space look a little bit lighter. You know, I don't want to put another black table in there. So this one is also a good option if we want to add something else in here, like with the gold. I kind of like that. Okay, so we'll just throw that in there and then figure out a rug. So we could go with another one of these, but I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm going to go with the one rug that I was originally going to use in the dining room there. Or we could take this one and then size it up once or twice. So I think when we size it up, yeah, if we size it up twice, it's going to be too big. This kind of works in here. I decided to just go with this rug anyway because I really wasn't liking how this one looked, and I do like that this one adds in a little bit of another color than just gray and white. So for the top of this, I was thinking, what if we use that golden fruit basket in here? Like that feels like something that's kind of luxurious and a little different than having, you know, just a plant there. It's maybe a little over the top, but it's not something that I really ever use, so I do like that. And I wanted to also add a remote to this table here. So right, we have to get out of that and then try doing that again. And I don't know what else, like maybe some tissues. That might be good to throw there as well. Okay, so you can go there. And then let's find a tissue decoration. And there were some other neat ideas that were suggested for this apartment, but unfortunately due to the lack of space here, we're not really gonna be able to do that. Okay, so let's go with that. All right, and then let's figure out what we're gonna do above here. So maybe here is where we could go with a mirror. So we can try that one that we were gonna use over there. Although, I don't know about that. I'm just gonna go with this painting for back here. So I think that is it for this whole area. Yeah, let's just get a look at it, you know, from this point of view. So now I'm thinking that the mirrored backsplash does look a little bit better. I think maybe it was just looking a little bit weird when everything was incomplete. But as I said, you all can let me know what you think of that. And here it is looking down from this angle. So it definitely is a bit crowded, but it does feel really nice. I'm definitely going to have to test routing because I am really worried about all of this in here, but the Sims in this game are pretty good, so who knows, it may be fine. But either way, I'm just going to move on from that area, so let's finish up the bathroom in here. I mean, we got a lot of the work done over here, so there's not too much more that we have to do. So above this, I wanted to use this cabinet, and I want to use it in either the white or the brown. I'm thinking the brown, you know, just to make this room feel a little bit warmer. And then we'll have this over here in black. And we just got to get some soap and a toothbrush on there. And that'll be good. And then maybe another trash can between here. Hold on, wrong thing. So this one. Yeah, I think that works. And then I'm just going to grab that one shelf, the red shelf, so I can get stuff onto here a little bit easier. Okay, then we'll go back here to bathrooms and find that stuff. And then I'm going to actually just put this in the black swatch because I know that's what I'm going to go with. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, there's really not much at all that we have to do here in the bathroom. So right here, I think it would definitely be good to hang up a bathrobe. And then here's where we can have the towel rack. So we're just going to have this one here. And I wanted to grab the curtains that we used over here in this room and then just put one of them here. And we'll go with this swatch of it. Okay, and then what else do we need in here? Like maybe a painting. So I want to take this and then size it down and use a different swatch of this and just have that right there. So I don't think we used, yeah, I don't think we used this one. And I don't know if we really need anything else in this space. I mean, I think a hamper would be good. Yeah, so we can fit a hamper in here. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. Actually, it would be easier to sort by laundry day in here. All right, I think that was, yeah, here they are. So let's go with this one. And I think that is good for this bathroom. So, okay, so what are we going to do here in the bedroom? I did get some suggestions on some things that I could add in here. So JK had some more suggestions. So they said to put an easel on the balcony, which we are not going to get to in this part. But I like that idea. They said it is kind of a thing where it could be an easel they use to make counterfeit art. So they kind of like take, you know, they kind of like make counterfeit art to sell for the price of the real art, something along those lines. And I could also add in that canvas against the wall item in here. And I don't think there are many other suggestions for the bedroom. So let's start off by just getting a lamp here. So for this one, I was thinking we could use the vintage glamour stuff lamp. Since that one is really good for this apartment and we have yet to use it. And oh, that just reminded me, what if instead of having this lamp out here, we use this lamp? Yeah, I think that would be a lot better. Okay, so we're going to, actually, hold on. Before we go putting that in, will this snap? No, it won't. Okay, so we gotta get that shelf back out. Okay, I think that's about right. Yeah, I do really like this giraffe headlamp. I think that looks so much better. Yeah, that looks just so much better over here than what we originally had. All right, yeah, I love that. I'm actually digging that swatch, so we're just gonna leave it like that. So back over here, okay, so we got a mirror, we got a dresser or a wardrobe. Let's get that canvas wall decoration. And I think Get Famous had another similar decoration type. But I'm just going to grab the one that came with base game and put that out. And then we'll go find the Get Famous one to compare the two of them. So that is this thing. All right, so that feels like a good spot for it. And let's just sort by Get Famous to figure out where the other one is. Because I think it was like, it had more to it, like it had a crate on the back of it or something like that. So it was cool, but it's something I don't think will really fit into the space very well. Yeah, this. Oh, I mean, if we size it down, maybe. No, this doesn't... I mean, this has like the crate things with it, but... Oh, we could do... Or, here's an idea. We keep this one inside of the apartment and then put this one out here. Yeah, that way you can use a bit of a bigger swatch. And then another idea for out here that I really liked was that Martin said that we could have a card table out in the deck. So we'll get to that in the next part. Actually, I wish there was something between this size and this size. But I think we'll just leave it like this for now, and then we'll figure it out. Another thing I realized is that we don't have a computer anywhere. And I don't think we're gonna have space in here for a computer unless we move that here, and then we can also scoot the bed over a little bit more. And then we just put in like a one tile desk over here. That could work. Cause I don't think I wanna do the whole having the laptop sitting out on the dining table thing in this apartment. This one and this watch could work. Yeah, I mean, that's a maybe. We also had some other single tile desks like this one. Although, I don't know about that one. I'm kind of liking this one a little bit more. Okay, so we'll space it out a little bit and we can maybe have something else in here. So I gotta figure out some other things that I want to have. What if we used this chair? Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe this one. And then let's get a computer. So we can go with, I want to use this one. Like something that feels a little bit nicer. I'm thinking this swatch of the Parenthood rug looks the best. But I'm just not really sure about the arrangement of this room. So what if instead of doing it the way I had it, we took the bed, put it against the wall over here, and did this and just got rid of those paintings against the wall because I just was not feeling those. And then instead of having this desk, we actually used the one that came with vintage glamour stuff. I think that would help with this room a little bit and give it that more upscale look. And we could even move that mirror somewhere else. And let's recenter that. Yeah, this is already helping a little bit because I just was really not happy with how that was looking. And where did I put that pencil cup? But did I just stick that right in the wall? All right, well, that's not an easy spot to get that out of. So we'll just delete that and then grab this and we got to put the wall. Okay, so we can't just pull it. We got to actually put it back in here. That's fine though. Okay, so then you go back there. And something else that I think will help with this room is getting a curtain over the door. But this desk, like making that desk swap, I think has already done so much for this room. So now we got to figure out where we're going to put this mirror. So what if I think since this is a wall decoration, it hopefully shouldn't get in the way of routing as much as a floor object would. But we could add this right here and then move that down this way. Or another option would be to use the lower dresser and just have a mirror above that rather than a whole standing. Oh crap, I forgot about, well, maybe we can cover that up with the dresser. I kind of forgot about the whole back part of it. Or we could even just, well, yeah, we could have it like this. That'll be a problem for next time. Like we're not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, so as much as I like this, we'll get rid of that. And above that, we could use that one mirror that I tried using out there a few times, the one from Seasons. Because that does have a really good look for this kind of a place. Okay, you know what? Actually, let's try a different dresser than this one. Because I think there were some others, like, no, not that one. This one actually has some patterns I think could work. Or even this one. That actually looks kind of nice. I think we'll go with that. Okay, so then we just got to figure out some clutter for that. And I feel like that is already helping this room so much, but we're going to actually swap that out. And I'm just going to go for another piece from this set. And I know I've already used this a few times, but I just really like it for this apartment. I don't think we've used this one. Okay, and then I mean these are just kind of mismatched because, you know, these are like more of their ones that they're trying to sell. Then for the top of the dresser, I wanted to add some decorations from Vintage Glamour stuff. Because there were those... Oh, wait, I forgot about this. Maybe we could have that over here? I don't know. I don't know if that exactly fits with this apartment. I mean, maybe. But I want to get this in here. And then there was the other thing that was a light. And perhaps a really nice plant. And then I think that'll be it for the top of this. We do have this one. That is pretty nice. But I think I want to figure out something else. I mean, we could also go with another swatch of this one that we used out here. So how about... Oh, I like this one. Or maybe the blue. Yeah, I'm kind of digging the blue. And what swatch for that? Okay, not that one. This is a little more neutral. I do like that. And I think for this one, we'll just stick with the original swatch too. Okay, so let's just rearrange all this stuff. So we're going to have the plant in the center like that. And then this can go over here. And then this can go right here. And we need I feel like we need a few more things. So what if we also had a TV up here? Like we can just have the smaller flat screen one facing the bed. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do that. I feel like that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that is making me feel so much better about this room already. And over here, what if we tried putting that one picture that came with Vintage Glamour stuff? Yeah, we'll just size that down once. I think that looks kind of nice. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to get this room 100% done in this part. I think I'm just going to get the curtains in here, and then I'll completely finish things off in the next part. So definitely let me know like what you think of this so far and like what you think I could add to it. But yeah, that's going to be it. This is definitely almost done, so it's really not going to take that much longer the next part to finish that. So we should have plenty of time to start on the next apartment, but that's going to be it. So if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and bye!